How many of us would love an opportunity to do a question answer session with a living, breathing, in the flesh yoga master who can answer any question that you have in mind, anything material, spiritual, what is life about, who is God, anything, whatever, what is God, what is not God. So that's exactly what I'm about to do, and I'm about to have a conversation with a most incredible self-realized yoga master called Yogiraj Gurunath. He is of the Gorakshanath Babaji lineage of the Himalayas. Super excited. Stay tuned. Pranam Nath.
God bless.
Thank you so much for making this time for this amazing conversation that we're going to have. And I'm fully aware that not many people get an opportunity to have a question answer session with a real, live, in flesh, self-realized yoga master. So I'm very much aware of the privilege. Thank you so much. So I have a number of questions for you, and the first one that I want to kick off with is, as a living Kriya yoga master, how would you describe Kriya yoga to the lay person?
Well, Kriya yoga is a simple science of life energy control. I would describe it as a pranic meditation. A meditation done with pranayama. There are two currents in the body, pran and apan. The pranic current flows from the base of the spine up to the third eye. It's a unifying and evolving current. It evolves consciousness. And the apanic current flows from the third eye down the spine to the base, to the root chakra. This apanic current burns all negativity and past evil karma. At the physical level, you can say it's a rejuvenate detox technique. The pranic upward flowing current of pran rejuvenates the body cells, and the downward current of apan destroys all negativity and toxins in the body. It's a rejuvenate detox technique at the physical level. At the spiritual level, the upward breath of pran evolves consciousness, and the downward breath of apanic current burns your past evil karma. This is a simple way of describing Kriya Yoga, and I always tell my disciples one thing, very simple, that just as the gentle abrasion of a river transforms all the stones into the form of a shivling, it rounds them off, so also the gentle abrasion of Kriya Yoga wears away the rough edges of the personality and makes of every jiva a Shiva. So the practice of the gentle abrasion of breath, the constant moving of the breath, transforms jiva into Shiva. This is the efficacy and the importance of Kriya Yoga. It is simple, anyone can do it, and it is meant for everyone.
Simply put, how would you describe prana for the lay person?
Well, prana is an internal energy of the body. In English, there's, for lack of a better word, they call it life force. You know, in these movies and all, you say, may the force be with you, yes, and all that. But when they say that the force be with you, that is, they're very new to the word version of pranayama. So they call it force. It's a force, yes, a dynamic energy. That's what prana is associated with. And they say that prana permeates the whole universe. From the smallest atom to the vastest galaxy is animated by prana, the exhalation of creation, the exhalation of the creator, and the inhalation which gives life. Prana vivifies nature. Prana puts life into inert matter, and therefore prana is the basic substratum of the livingness of creation. That's how I would describe prana.
And what is it contained in prana that makes it such a force for evolution, the essential element for evolution? What is in there?
You see, now the outermost form of prana is the breath, which we can compare to the electric wire. Then prana itself we can compare to the electricity which runs in the electric wire. So just as the electricity runs in the electric wire, so also prana runs through the breath to give us life. And behind prana is the light of livingness, which we associate with the direct Shakti, the direct divinity of God, the dynamic Shakti, the dynamic energy of God. So behind prana is that livingness of light. Prana is half terrestrial. The middle portion of prana is celestial, and the source of prana is divine. So prana is a bridge between the humanity, the celestial regions, and divinity. Mm-hmm. And therefore prana is very important in the evolution of the human being as a whole, and human consciousness specifically.
And so what you're saying is there's a consciousness that is infused in the breath that we take that is directly at the same time celestial, at the same time divine. And that is the thing that gives us life, and that is the thing that gives us healing, intelligence, as it were, like a cosmic intelligence carried in the breath. Would that be the way to say it?
Yes. The cosmic intelligence is infused into the force, the life energy of prana. And prana itself lends motion to the breath. And breath itself moves in the body through its lungs to animate the body to its living activities. Therefore, when we take medicines or when we take tonics, the medicines are not healing you. It is the prana which is the master mason which builds your body cells and the body doctor. So the master mason and body doctor of healing is prana and not the medicines. The medicines the prana works through the medicines. The medicines are a catalyst. They make prana available. They invoke prana, and the prana heals your body, and the prana evolves your consciousness, because consciousness can relate directly with prana and celestial energy rather than directly with matter. It is through prana, which is a bridge between humanity and divinity. The bridge is prana.
So is it the intention of an individual that makes prana work in one way and not another way? So for example, we're all breathing all day long. Without breath we die. So what is it that makes the breath and the intelligence in the breath, the divine and the celestial intelligence in the breath, work to evolve or to heal a person, as opposed to just a regular keep me alive kind of breath, just keeping me going kind of business, lights on as usual? What's the difference?
So the difference is that when you're breathing normally, prana is moving your breath normally. But when you want to direct prana for a specific purpose, it is intent that matters, which I call the faculty of exclusive attention. If you apply it to your breath moving, then that concentration, that faculty of exclusive attention will draw the prana to that particular spot or place which needs to be healed. So the degree of concentration applied, upon the degree of concentration applied, will be your success in pranayama. Whether it be for self-evolution, or whether it be for healing, or whether it be for healing others. The degree of focused attention is important to achieve the results. But after a certain stage, when you're so focused, the attention snaps and you're floating in that focusedness, when you're focusing effortlessly without focus, that dharana or concentration becomes dhyan. And when you go into a deeper state of dharana where your effortless focus makes you forget yourself and you become the object that you're focusing on, that is called sabikalpa samadhi. And when there's no object to focus on and you're focusing on the divine awareness with nothing as its object and you have lost body consciousness, that is called nirvikalpa samadhi, samadhi without any vikalp. These are the states.
And so for a person, any of us, the important thing then to develop as a faculty in our own practice is the ability to not doubt, to be super clear about what's possible when we put our mind to this, because the breath will do the rest. And so really what I call the mind monkeys, to find a way of taming the mind monkeys, right? The things that keep us from jumping around in the mind. That's really what it comes down to at the most basic level, and then to kind of become what I've heard you call a no mind. That's a much further evolution. But
yes,
even now, it's a really a practice of taming the mind monkeys. Not doubting and not disbelieving.
Yes, these are preliminary things. Firstly, a person who doubts and disbelieves will not come to practice yoga. He won't come to an ashram because he'll be having his own ideology, whatever it is, car racing or gambling or just going for exercise. But the people who are focused on this have already that confidence and have already know the import of yoga. They know the import of yoga. What is the value of yoga? And they have no doubt that it evolves them from man the man to man the brute to man the god, woman the brute to woman the woman to woman the goddess. You have to include both. So this is very, very important. Now, talking about the mind monkey, your mind is, say, a monkey. I give the mind monkey work by Kriya Yoga. The mind is the monkey. So I make him go down with the down-going breath, and I make the monkey go up with the upcoming breath till all the distracting thoughts. So we give the monkey some work of climbing up and down the pole. And we tire the mind up and down till the mind gets exhausted and no distracting thoughts come. And only the Chaitanya Prana is moving up and down this central column of.
Oh, I love that. Absolutely. Got it. Give the monkey give the monkey work.
Give the monkey work.
Very nice.